diaspora inasinzira.
Professor Lumumba, as a nationalist and a Pan-Africanist, Burundi is one of the countries in East Africa, and Burundi has a lot of members of the diaspora living abroad. What do you think Burundians living abroad can do to develop the little country Burundi?
Burundians, both at home and in the diaspora, have a patriotic duty to ensure that their country realizes her political, economic, and social progress. It is the duty of every Burundian, wherever they are, to ensure that they work towards the liberation of Burundi from the chains of sorrow and want. And I believe that they can do it. I know many Burundians who are to be found in different parts of the world, and united, they can make Burundi great. Burundi is a country that has men and women who are known for hard work, and they can use their energy, both physical and intellectual, to develop that country and make it a good citizen of East Africa, a good citizen of Africa, and indeed the world.
Thank you very much. So now the Burundian diaspora is working hard to unite Burundians wherever they are in the world. And the main project we put in front of others is to unite and build the head office of Burundians so that they can get the point where they start with to go in and develop the country. What do you think? Do you think this is going to help to build the Burundian diaspora by calling every Burundian to contribute $1, $2, so that we can build at least a big building, the Burundian Diaspora Center in Bujumbura, where we can host international conferences, and where I want to invite you as well to host the event for Pan-African?
Unity is the mother of progress. United people can do great things, and I have no doubt in my mind that Burundians, wherever they are, if they make a contribution, however little, to an important project such as building a conference center in Bujumbura, will be making a major contribution to their country. Remember that conferencing and other activities are indeed very critical to the development of this region and Burundi. And I am urging Burundians, wherever they are, whatever little you have, remember that little by little, step by step, there is no limit to what can be achieved by a people who are united. Unity of purpose is the game changer.
Thank you very much. There are other Burundians living abroad. I'm sorry, Professor Lumumba. They say because this government is still there, I cannot do anything for my Burundi country until these people or those people are not there anymore. What do you say? How do you call this? If we try to compare those words with the patriotism, are those people patriot if they say because this I can't do anything?
The life of a nation is not measured by the life of a government which come and go. The life of a nation is measured through generations, and it's the duty of every generation to make their contribution, because it is all a relay race. Each generation passing over the baton to another generation. Governments come and go, individuals come and go, but Burundi is alive for all times, and it is Burundi that we are building, not individuals. If we accept that that is the reality, you do what is in the best interest of Burundi and Burundians, what is in the best interest of Burundians who live today and those yet to be born. And once you make that judgment call, then you will not be limited by the presence of any government. You will be energized by the desire to serve Burundi.
Thank you very much. That's really amazing. So regarding the East African diaspora, as you know, the East African community the heads of state, they do have meetings maybe every year, but there is no platform for the East African diaspora. We as Burundians, we think we need another platform for the whole East Africa to connect it, to meet and transfer knowledge between members of the diaspora so that we can contribute in building the East African community. What do you think? Do you think this idea is the idea that needs to be born and make sure the diaspora, the East African diaspora is contributing in East Africa?
It must be pointed out that individual countries are very strong diaspora organizations. Kenya has a very strong diaspora organization.
And Burundi as well.
Uganda does, I know Tanzania does, I know Rwanda does, I know Burundi does. What we need to do is to combine efforts so that in as much as we are doing things that are relevant to our individual countries, what we must achieve is a united diaspora in East Africa and in the continent of Africa. Look at the men and women who are in the diaspora from the East African countries, whether they are Congolese, Burundians, Rwandese, South Sudanese, Kenya, Uganda, and of course Somalia and Tanzania. If they were to come together and identify things that can catapult the East African region into a higher orbit of economic development, it would be a major contribution. And on that building block, we also anticipate that will happen continentally. So I hold the view that unity within the region is critical for individual countries and critical for the region as well.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate for your time.
Thank you very much.
God bless.
I wish you.
And we would like to invite you to Burundi. Have you been to Burundi?
Oh, I've been to Burundi several times.
Several times. So I would like to maybe the next the Diaspora Week of Burundi would like to invite you. We want to see you in Burundi. As long as now the Burundian diaspora, we start thinking like you, no being personal, thinking worldwide, Africa and East Africa in general, and then we were planning to host or to organize this East African Summit. Maybe it can be held in Nairobi or any other city of East Africa. So
you count me in.
Thank you very much.
A good thing for Burundi, a good thing for East Africa, a good thing for Africa. I am a willing soldier in that battle.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much.